Hi, everybody. Well, this is stuff from my garden from a day or two ago. I pulled up a lot of small carrots. They weren't going to get much bigger because I never thinned them out. That's bean yesterday. I'm sure I've got some more today I need to put up. I've already canned several pints of beans. So yeah, they're still making. String beans, green beans, lima beans. My lima beans aren't doing so good, but I've gotten a little bit out of them. I have a few tomatoes. However, they're not turning red. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have to pick these soon. As you can see, I have some kind of a fungus that I didn't catch early. It does not affect the fruit, just the leaves. So that's why they're not very healthy looking. I'm still getting blooms on them. No blossom end rot this year, thankfully. But like I said, they're not turning green or red. From a little bit of research I've done, that can be from it being extremely hot. Although we have been getting rain, I don't think it's going to get too terribly hot today, but if I don't see some progress in the next day or two, I'm going to go ahead and pull them and let them get ripe inside so I don't lose very many of them. Out here are the pepper plants. I've never had good luck with bell peppers. The sweet peppers and jalapenos and hot peppers always come in really well. These are all bell peppers. So far, so good. That's the biggest one I've got. That's not real big yet, as you can see. It's about the size of a ping pong ball. But there's lots of them just starting. So we'll say a prayer and hope they make. The sweet peppers are doing pretty well. They're coming in rapidly. So we'll have a lot of those to put up. I may try drying them this year. I've got a bunch in the freezer from last year still. And we'll see. So we'll get out here, and it's really wet. We had rain yesterday off and on. So I don't have to water today. Didn't have to water yesterday. Got a few little berries still. I'm just getting them 3 or 4 at a time. We will transplant that bush at the end of the house. I want to get some more blackberry bushes and some more blueberry bushes, which I do have. That's a blackberry and a raspberry. And I've got another blueberry bush down there. These things are already gone to seed. This is basil, lemon basil, and cilantro. So I've been seed saving off of these. I've got a lot more I can pull on this cilantro. Still kind of waiting for this basil to go to seed. This here is a sweet pumpkin plant. I have never planted this before, so I'm not quite sure what it's going to do. It's got flowers all over it, but I don't see any little baby pumpkins. So I don't know if it was too hot for this or what, but it's stretching out from its enclosure. Maybe we'll get something. The corn didn't do well at all. I'm sure it's because I had too many plants in each one of these little grow bags. It tastes really good. It just didn't get very big. So I've been using the few kernels I get in vegetable soup. This is about done. There's a few more ears on there. That one's pretty good size. And like I said, I'll just use those in vegetable soup. The lettuce I didn't use up like I should have, but we can seed save off of this too. The broccoli never made heads, and I'm sure it's because it was too hot. I'm learning as I go. I shouldn't have planted this one, I did. So I'm going to have to pull all of that. I also have pepper plants over here with the remainder of the carrots. I've got a few more that aren't quite ready yet. These pepper plants have not flowered yet. I hope they will. They might not have had... Oh, that one's got... These got tiny little flowers on it, so good. Should be having peppers come up here. We had a really hard rainstorm the other day, and it bowled this one over, and it's not coming back, but that's okay. We got plenty of peppers. I staked those two back up. They didn't have their carrots to hold them up. But we'll have lots of peppers. I can't even remember which kind of peppers I planted here. So, everything's kind of starting to wind down a little bit. I've gotten a handful of strawberries off those little strawberry bushes. But I also made 6 more pots of them from the daughters. So I'll have a bunch of strawberries that I'm going to do something different with next year. Hopefully I'll get my greenhouse up before too much longer. Hubby just has been kind of snowed under with work around here. We're just getting it while we can, when we can. Maybe if he can at least move the box out there, I can start putting it together. We almost got the coop enclosed, but there again, he's not been here much, so just doing what he can when he can. So we got cucumbers. Here's one right there, and there's another one over there. This corn is doing much better, although I don't know how bad it's going to affect it. We've had Japanese beetles just eating the silks on the corn that was doing the best. So I don't know if that will kill it or not. And then squash. This is not doing as good as I thought it would do. With as many plants as I've got, I just thought I would be inundated with squash. But not so much. There's probably a couple I can pick today. Got plenty of bees. The bees are all over these flowers. Every morning when I come out here, almost everyone's got a bee in it. Like that one right there. And one down there. Yeah, the bees are loving it. And thank goodness we've still got bees around here. I need my gloves on because these are such sticky plants for me to look in there and see. That one squash that was at the beginning of this was one that apparently I missed picking, and it got way too big. But I'll put it in the freezer anyway. So that's kind of the update on the garden. It's producing little by little. All those carrots I will can, but they're mostly for dog food. maybe for some vegetable soup. And like I said, the Japanese beetles have just, oh my goodness, eaten up so much. I try to deal with them every day. Yesterday they were on all over my rose bushes, which at this point, that's fine. Eat the roses, leave the food alone. So, I don't know if it's supposed to be hot today, but I wanted to, which I'm sure it will. I was planning on going to our little farmer's market over here that I've never been to because I always forget. They're only open on Saturday from like 9 to 1. And I just always forget about it until it's too late. So that's going to be the plan for today, I think. These are my little cabbages. They're not looking all that good, but maybe I planted them late enough that we'll have a couple of heads of cabbage. Like I said, I planted a lot of stuff this year that I never planted before. So, like I said, learning as I go. We'll see how it does. But that blackberry plant really needs to go in the ground. So, I kind of wanted to let it get a little bit bigger before we did plant it in the ground. I didn't think it'd get that big. So hopefully we can transplant it without killing it. And these little berries right there, they're really good. It's just, you know, it's not producing a whole lot. I need to get some more. The strawberries and the raspberries are both really good. The blueberries just aren't turning blue. It's like they came, they saw, and they just hung out. I haven't checked them in a couple of days because they're not. Let's see if I gotta pick some beans today. Let's see if there's any beans to pick. Yeah, there's a couple coming in slowly but surely. So yeah, I'll get my scissors out and get the beans picked. Let me see. I'm just so thankful that this other bush came back. I'll prune it out again. And well, finally, there's one that's kind of blue. It looks like the rest of them might be trying to die. It didn't get many, so, but it's coming back from that hard frost that we had a couple years ago. So we will prune it back again, mulch it again, do the same to this one down here, and maybe we'll have an abundance of berries. Oh, look. See, they are just absolutely feasting, those Japanese beetles on my roses. Just killed all of them because it had re-bloomed. But they are absolutely everywhere on this plant. Well, I dropped y'all. Trying to get the... See them? They were absolutely everywhere. They started out eating on my fruit trees. Every day I'm after them, but they're still out here. Anyway, sorry about dropping you on your head. So that's an update on the gardens. I hope y'all have a wonderfully blessed weekend. Keep prepping. Keep prepping. Things are going to get worse, I think. So, like I said, have a great weekend. God bless. Be kind to one another, and thanks for stopping by.